Hi guys, my name is Gloria and welcome to another exciting episode of Proton. So today we are going to speak about why your soul is important. As Christians, we know that we are spirit beings with a soul who live in a body. And at the end of the day, or on the day of reckoning, we know that it is our soul that will be judged, that our body will literally return to its normal state, or original state, which is the soil. So I just want to encourage us to actually know that our soul is very, very important, and we must take it very, very personal and serious, because at the end of the day, that is what really matters. So before I begin, let's read a Bible verse from Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 4, and it says, "Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die." Then also another Bible verse from Mark chapter 8 verse 36, which says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" So if there's nothing that can actually be more important than your soul, whether it's been riches, whether it's been your beauty, intelligence, power. No matter the power you have, it can never amount to how important your soul is. So let's just move on to I have some few points that I want us to go through. So these points will actually elaborate more on why our soul is very, very important and we should take it serious. So the first point is because it's the inner man which will live forever when your flesh dies. So your soul is actually the inner man that is going to live forever. So as I already mentioned when we started, when we die on the day of judgment, it's not your body which will come and actually say anything. It's going to be your soul. So it's going to be how well you actually fed your soul, how spiritual you were. You understand? Like all these kind of things that will show and actually account for you, not your body. So the Bible verse that I want us to actually look at for this point is actually from Luke chapter 16 verse 19, which speaks about Lazarus and the rich man. So if you already know this Bible verse, or even if you don't know, it's actually about a rich man and Lazarus. Lazarus was actually a poor man, but then he fed his soul. He was very, very close to God. He did things that pleased God. So at the end of the day, when it was like Lazarus went to heaven, that's what it speaks about. Lazarus actually went to heaven, and this rich man, because of his riches and everything, he didn't take his soul serious. He didn't fellowship properly. He didn't worship God properly. He didn't do the things that were expected of him. So he ended up in hell. And then he shouted, and it was like, "Lazarus, can you just give me a drop of water? And also, can you send forth people to tell my fellow brothers in the world or on earth how serious it is, and how like all this hell and heaven thing is serious?" And then Lazarus actually made him aware that there are prophets around who will tell them, and if they take it serious, it's going to help. So it shows us, just these two examples shows us that just because Lazarus was actually serious about his soul, it didn't matter whether he was poor, he ended up going to heaven. And this rich man, because he didn't take his soul serious, he ended up going to hell. Then the second point is actually our soul is important because it can be required of you at any time. So you know that as we humans, we don't know the day that we will die. You don't know that this second is, whether even tomorrow, whether it's been in 10 years time, anytime. It doesn't matter the time, your age, nothing at all. If your soul is required of you right now, you're actually going to lose it. So just because of this factor, I feel like it is very important for us to be always ready for the kingdom of God. And the Bible verse that is attached to this point is actually Luke chapter 12 verse 16 to 25. And it actually speaks about another rich man, but then this one, it was about a rich man with his barn. So he just woke up one day, he was very, very excited. He felt satisfied about his accomplishments and everything, and he was like, he's going to tear down his barn, build another one, just because he now had lots of products, like produce, you understand, like to actually have in this storage and all. And then he was like, then he will peacefully sleep and tell his soul that he has done well. And God looked at him and how ungrateful he was, because at the end of the day, it's God that does it all for us, no matter how much you have, whether it's been little, whether it's been a lot. So just because he didn't regard this factor, and he just went and felt like he did it all by himself. His soul was actually required of him. So this day, I just want us to be encouraged that it's our soul should be saved. So no matter what, we shouldn't exchange it for anything, and we should know that heaven and hell too is real, and our soul is very, very important. Yeah, so that is all for today, and thank you all for watching. Share with your family, share with your friends. Bless somebody else with this message. You don't know, maybe because of this, someone can be saved. So I am just encouraging all of us to actually be serious with our Christian life also, and just try to save our souls. And lastly, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on your post notification, because there are other videos that are coming your way which will bless you fully. Bye, and see you next time.